gotta get like a button rant incoming right here. We're gonna switch it up to the actual women's Royal Rumble match. Sorry if I'm moving my nose around again. I for some reason right now I'm having like a real itch situation going on. But incoming Stitch for just a goddamn second. It's happening again. I have never seen a larger collection of grown men so angry at sleeves and pants in my entire fucking life. I've never fucking seen it. I've never fucking seen it. So many people angry with clothing in my entire life. They're gonna look like Power Rangers. What do you give a shit? What do you care? Because 30 women said they didn't have a problem with it. And even if they had a problem with it, it wasn't a big enough problem for them to say no. The only person that they needed to care was Liv Morgan. Everybody else, it is what it is, right? I'm hearing rumor now that the Bianca pick wasn't that far off. She just didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia, so I guess we'll figure that out. But Liv Morgan's not a bad pick, and that's coming from me. But the rant, not even a rant, is just I wanted to make a point about something that if you're one of these grown men that had an issue with the outfits, okay, I get it. Sharia law, they can't show their skin. They can't walk around in provocative clothing. I get it. If you're angry with this match and your only takeaway from this match, because we're going to talk about this match in a second, but I want to get this at the beginning. If your takeaway from this match is that you hated the gear, that you hated the outfit, regardless of what happened in the match, that I couldn't even focus on the match. The outfits just threw me off. You gotta start.
You're gonna get another strike, buddy. Keep it up.
You gotta start. You see that right there? It's okay to come out, my guy. It's all right. It's all right. You don't have to stay in there. It's dark. It's cramped. You don't have to do it. Okay. If the women had an issue with the outfits, I understand. But for you as a grown man to be worried about outfits, and second, you don't really like women's wrestling. Just be real, because there's a lot of guys that pump women's wrestling right now. Women's wrestling is the best. I love women's wrestling. It sounds more like you like women's tits and ass than you like wrestling.
Those are nice.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Those are nice.
They're great, but just be honest, because, and we'll get into it right now. This match far superior to the men's match. Far superior. I liked this match more. You're free to disagree, but I liked this Rumble match more than I liked the men's Rumble match. I just did. I felt like the women had a much better strategy. There were two different types of matches, right? The women's Rumble match had a lot more. It was more of a crowd. There was more chaos in that one than the men's. The men's, for a long period of time, it didn't feel like there was a lot of people ever in the ring until all of a sudden there was a lot of people in the ring. But for the women's match, there, first of all, the 1 and 2 was perfect, and it swerves you because it's like Charlotte's 1, Alexis 2. What's gonna happen? And they kind of played it up and then just said, fuck it. Let's face the rest of the goddamn Rumble together. And it just became a team at that point. And it just made for good. Like, those are the situations that you look at and you go, they're going to break up a team. But they didn't break up the team. They actually kept it together and made it work for the story. We got to see main event talent. We got to see mid-card talent. We got to see undercard talent. We got to see NXT talent. We got to see setups. We got to see that sequence at the end with the three ladies together. With Soul Boca, Tiffany Stratton, and Liv Morgan was phenomenal. Just the up and over, up, down, just everything they had to remember to do, which is
Soul was a little bit cleaner, but yes, the setup was good.
I'm not a Soul Roca guy. I don't get it. She can do flashy shit, but I've seen flashy shit before. She's
very sloppy.
It's not
Very
refined.
sloppy.
It's not
Mm-mm.
refined.
Mm-mm.
It's raw.
She's like
It's still
someone who's got
raw.
a lot of good ideas, but just doesn't know how to execute them
But
very
the good
well.
ideas also, I also don't think it helps that a lot of her stuff requires an unbelievable and an unconvincible setup. You have to be not only at the right place at the right time, but you got to be there a while she does her thing. Like even the Soul Snatcher, like you have to be at the right exact spot, waiting, leaned over like this at the right exact time to be caught into the goddamn move. And it gets even crazier. She does a double Soul Snatcher here with Tiffany and Liv. She did a double. She grabbed both of them and takes even more timing. It's a whole
It's something
goddamn
about and it's probably one of the reasons why I hate that the Cody cutter or whatever the fuck they call it as well. Where
yeah.
I don't like the moves where the person taking it is standing there. They're supposed to fall forward, but your momentum is going backwards.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
So
it doesn't look natural, doesn't feel natural. It's just weird.
It's not a natural movement. I've had to sell that way and I can do it. And the reason why I'm able to do it is because I figured out how. And the only way to sell that is you have to, as the person who's taking it, you have to time kicking your feet back for no reason.
Even then, though, it's just nasty. It's not a good move. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I think Javon does it the best. And the only reason why is because he does it in a very flashy way. He's up and he comes down and it looks cool. But if we're being honest, I fucking hate that move. I don't like the forward momentum, backward momentum thing. It's funny. Doesn't feel good.
Because the person who does it the worst is Cody.
Absolutely.
Because Will's
because his is very lazy.
Yeah, he just kind of falls down.
Just like puts his leg up, old man leg up on the rope and kind of goes backwards. It's fucking I hate it.
Because of Javon Evans, if I'm Cody, I'm thinking about scrapping that. I can't do that. You're gonna have to come up with another flashy move. You can't do what Javon, that boy bouncy. That boy is bouncy. But the women did good. I thought the women's match was the women's Royal Rumble match was the better of the two Royal Rumble matches. To me, it was more entertaining.
And also, outside of the Bellas, there weren't really any like
surprises.
There were no Trish Stratuses. There weren't like anything. Like Bella's the only one that the Bellas are the only ones really that had that like callback to them. But in their defense, one of them is still relatively active. I don't know if the other one's is going to do anything now, but at least one of them is still relatively active. So
they announced
this wasn't
on Raw.
One of those.
They announced on Raw that the Bellas are back full time, both.
Okay, so in that situation, I'll still give that pass. That these are all like current people, because that was one of our gripes in the past few Rumbles, where they're like wasting these spots on people that are just coming out for a quick pop and then getting out and kind of taking up some time from other people. And I feel like at least this one felt like a lot of people got a chance to go in there and do something. So that was good.
Yeah, and now we have to actually have a different kind of conversation, one that I never thought I would ever have in my entire life. Because the criticism of the Bellas was they were the top stars of the Diva era. And the Diva era is not exactly known for its wrestling prowess, right? That was always a thing where it's just like, I mean, they're Hall of Famers because of their cultural effect, because of their fan base, not because of their actual in-ring product. Well, I think it's time to start having the conversation, because now that both Bellas are back, how do they fare here? Are we going to be seeing... Is this a Bella team that's going to look like it fits in this era? Is the question that I have to ask now.
I will see. I'll give him a chance, but when I believe it was Nikki that was back, it wasn't looking good at all.
Well, here's the hilarious part: Bree's the better wrestler. So if she's in shape, and I don't mean like physically, like, because obviously she looks phenomenal, 2 kids, and she slays, but the cardio, the timing, right? Because she looked good in the Rumble. She had hit all the signature moves, the knee into the rope, and she timed the yes kicks, which, by the way, with him retired now, that's all you, boo. That's all you. I told Steph, you have permission to use all my moves in future matches. She was like, okay, all right, I'll keep that in mind. But yes, if I'm Brie Bella, I am milking, and I don't mean her husband. She can do that on her own time, but her husband's gimmick for sure. Those yes kicks, the yes chant, the knee into the corner, they can bring back that double team rack attack thing that they were doing before. Are we looking at a possible actual change in perception of the Bellas? Is that a possibility? Is that on the table? Are they going to be able to keep up with the Rio, or I just said it, the Rios and the Kabuki Warriors and the Judgment
I was
Day?
gonna say,
Yeah.
if there is, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, and it's crazy that it's about the women's division. That's not crazy. They're just killing it. There's some great tag teams right now.
Yeah.
To be had.
Yeah.
There are some great tag teams.
It's happening, bro.
And with the two goddesses themselves, Rhea and Io, these are the carry gods. So if there's anyone that's going to make you look fucking great in a tag team match, it's those two. And they're pretty established as a team right now. So that tag team women's division is pretty fucking good. This is if they were going to come back, this would be a great time for them to do it. So
the tag team division right now has a great set of teams that they're building with. I'm hearing talk of more teams coming out of TNA. The women's mid-card scene, with Becky still being the Intercontinental Champion, but the feud upcoming with her is going to be AJ Lee, which is two former main eventers in the mid-card scene. On the United States title side with Julia and Kiara James and whoever she ends up competing with over on SmackDown. And the main event scene with Stephanie Vacour with the world title, possibly now going against Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble winner, I think, has chosen Steph. I got to watch the show to its completion to see how that went down because they had a confrontation. And I'm still not ruling out Bianca pulling off the Elimination Chamber for Jade at WrestleMania in Chicago.
That makes more sense.
So that's the tag team, the mid-card, and the main title scene for the women's division. All snapping right now, all snapping into place. And the Bellas, yes, an obvious choice for tag team. And boy, wouldn't they love to be tag team champions. But Brie and Nikki, both former world champions as single, you can plug them into any of those. We were upset before when Nikki Bella won the Divas title or when Brie won the Divas title. That's not even an issue anymore. If you want to say to yourself, okay, they're not main champions, we've got two mid-card titles right now they could rock. You could make one of them a U.S. champion or an Intercontinental champion.
You have, and this is, you actually point out, you make a really good point. You're not forced to take these legends and putting them in the title spotlight because you have top card across your card. So I can have the Bellas open in a tag team match against Rhea and Io. That's crazy. That's your low card. That your starter card is that
if you wanted to on a whim could separate all four and plug them into other spots in a singles deal as well.
It's good. Their women's division is set up really good right now, and they got some up and coming. Like I'm not all. I mean, I got my eyes on Lash Legend, man. I'm not gonna hold you. Like,
yeah, she's new to the main roster, but yeah, she's looking dope.
She's got a look. She looked phenomenal during that whole white gimmick she wore. Like in the beginning, I said when I saw, I was like, that shit is fire. She looks great in that.
See, you were worried about the outfit in the other direction. You were like, you are looking fabulous.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
You're looking good.
They have a lot of talent.
Jordan Grace just got called up. Kalani Jordan had a showcase at the Rumble. She's still on NXT looking for the call-up. Miss Parker is still down there looking for the call-up. Lola Vice, which we got to
I like Lola Vice. She's a little...
They're all still in the work.
I like Lola Vice a lot.
They're right there, man. They're like right there. So I guess to wrap up the Women's Royal Rumble, the winner, Liv Morgan. We've been very critical of Liv Morgan, me more probably than anybody else. I'm still not sold on the in-ring work. I hate Oblivion as a fucking finish. I hate it as a move, let alone a finish. But all things considered, considering everything we just ran down as far as how deep the women division looked right now, not a bad choice.
I'm not mad at
I'm not mad at it. No, I'm not
literally when it happened, I sat there and I'm like,
I get it.
I'm just like, wheels are spinning. Like, what was our alternative here? And I'm like, again,
you see how your brain works.
Know.
You see how your brain works though, where you saw something and you went, before I shit on this, do I have an alternative choice to pitch?
But my point to that,
not really.
My point to that is what we kind of talked about in the roundtable too. It's like when it was really hard to decide who I thought was going to win, because all of the people you would assume is going to win, they're not really worried about that, right? Like, you could pick them, you could pick anyone on that card right there, and as far as like the big stars that you would assume is going to win the Rumble.
Right.
And I don't think you can disagree with any of them. But Liv specifically is probably the one person that is kind of still dancing at that top. Look, she's the top, one of the top card women right now. Not that say the other people aren't top cards, they're just not involved with it right now. So for Rhea to win it, to Io to win it, things like that, like, sure, that makes sense. But it kind of doesn't. They're not really involved with that right now. So when I sat and thought about that more, there's a few people that might be okay, but I don't think they're ready yet. I think this was one of those weird rumbles where like it could have went anywhere, and the way that it went, I'm okay with it. I think that was a good choice. I really didn't think you could have really lost here.
Not bad from the Hooters girl from New Jersey. Not bad. Congrats. Congrats on the Rumble win.